Today is the 20th episode of the Celebrate Life series, and it is truly an honor to be with someone who I'm considered to be an icon in the industry and a good friend, Mr. John Murphy. John, great to see you, sir. How are you?
Marcello, it's great to be here.
Terrific. Now, John, first and foremost, on behalf of the friends that I hang out with, my industry peers, and myself, thank you. We owe you just a debt of gratitude for what you did, kind of paving the way in our industry for the evolution, in my opinion, of the DJ. You had guys who, like myself, DJ to MC, MC to interactive MC, interactive MC to entrepreneur. And if you look back at the history of this industry, Star DJs was really the impetus for it. So thank you.
Well, hey, you're welcome. There's no need to thank me. It's, as you said, it's evolution. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time and worked hard and had a little bit of a vision and was able to duplicate that vision.
Now, I know I've told this story before, but I wanted to share it with everyone. It's circa 1985. I'm a guest at my cousin's wedding at the Manor or something. So there's multiple rooms, and there must be a break at dinner because I'm wandering the rest of the venue. And I hear this music pumping, and I hear the crowd chanting and cheering, and I peek inside the door, and it's this guy with long blonde hair, sunglasses on, leading this conga line of 180 people, and it's John Murphy.
That was me.
Star DJs, and I said, wow. I said, that looks like a fun job. So do you remember those days?
I do.
Can you still feel that energy?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Because that is what Celebrate Life is all about. I mean, you were helping people experience a moment they'll never forget, but people still probably remember your events to this day. And do you remember those days?
I do remember them, and you know what? I embraced them. I remember the old sequin jackets. We'd come out, and a little bit of flash, a little bit of bravado, a little bit of showmanship. Went a long way back then because really DJs were just spinners. And
sure.
So to bring it out there was just great to make the most important day of their life the best that it can be.
Sure.
And I had a part to do with it.
Right.
So that was great.
So now fast forward, it's 2014, okay? Yeah. I almost feel like it's when I watch Pulp Fiction and John Travolta makes his appearance and everyone's all of a sudden everyone's talking about John Travolta again. Now, I know you didn't just hide under a rock for 20 years with your couple million in the bank, good for you. But tell me, what were you doing for 20 years? I know something about pillboxes and you selling royalties. Tell me.
Well, I sold Star DJs to an investment group back in 1996. And from that point forward, I took a little time off, played some golf, and got myself, relaxed. And then I said, I want to do something, but I don't want to have people as my product.
Okay.
So I actually started selling promotional products, and Roche Pharmaceuticals asked me, say, can you make a pillbox that is easy for people to take? And so I made the detachable pillbox. Every day came apart. I patented it.
That's you.
That's me. When you go into Walgreens, CVS, it's a detachable pillbox and the AM pillboxes, AM and PM. I patented, I brought it to market. My first order was 100,000 pieces. I said, hey, I like this. And so I did that for a couple of years. I built my business, Adventures Products, and that was a lot of fun. And then I moved back to New Jersey, and I bought an older home, and my wife wanted me to put in some sconces in our dining room, and an electrician came over and he charged me $700, and I had holes in my walls that I had to spackle, and I had to paint the whole wall.
Right.
And I said, why don't you just get some battery-powered, wall sconces? She said, they don't exist. So that's how I started It's Exciting Lighting.
Now, for the past few years, from what I hear, it's another empire that's building.
It's great because I have a niche market. Everything is LED. Everything is battery powered. Wall sconces, pendant lights, outdoor motion sensor lights, reading lights. I even have LED reading glasses for prescription glasses. So I've really carved my niche. And it's great because I get to be exciting every day,
right.
And it gives me enthusiasm. But our products are exciting because we are allowing people to put lights in their homes where they don't have to hardwire. Right. They don't have to hire an electrician, spend that $700. Right. And it's great for people that rent because they can take them with them.
Sure.
Great for people selling their homes. Anyway, the point is, It's Exciting Lighting is something that I created from scratch because there was a void in the marketplace. And I've just repeated the cycle over and over again. And I built a pretty substantial business, sold off the pillboxes because dealing with pillboxes and lighting was 2 sets of buyers, 2 trade shows, and I wanted to celebrate my life.
Gotcha.
Instead of just working.
Okay.
And so I decided to sell my bigger company, which was the detachable pill
And
boxes.
you're taking It's Exciting Lighting global now. Now,
Yeah,
when I
that's
think
true.
of Australia, okay, I think of my good friend Neen James, who is a super productivity expert.
Okay.
But evidently, you've been spending a little bit of time down under.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've been fortunate enough to be asked to be on TV, TVSN. It's the QVC of Australia.
Okay.
I'm the guy with the funny accent.
You're the guy with the funny accent down there.
And we sell tons. We sold out our first time down there. And the Australians are great. Sydney is just beautiful. And when you talk about celebrating life,
Right.
when I'm there, I feel like I'm home. The beaches are beautiful. The people are friendly. It's clean. If you haven't been there, you have to go.
So, your hair's shorter than it was back
Absolutely.
in the day, but
Well,
you
that's-
look great.
Oh, thank you.
What are you doing to stay in shape and,
You know what? Running is one of the things I've done for many, many years. It's a stress reducer. It's great to keep my weight down. It makes me feel young. You know, being in the entertainment business, you would think I would have an iPod. I never listen to music when I'm running. I want to hear nature. I want to hear birds chirping. I want to make sure I hear that car beeping. You know what I'm saying? And I love to run. I work out pretty much 3-4 times a week at my home. And you know, I try to spend time, you know, eating properly. I don't eat any junk food. And I don't feel any age.
Okay.
Which is good because I'm old.
Well, you don't look it. Honestly,
Well, thank you.
You look fantastic. Now, you know, I'm a big believer in the saying that if you can do it once, you can do it again. And when you do it again, you can do it better. So, you know, with your new empire here, this Exciting Lighting, what have you learned from your first rodeo, you know, back in the day, that you're going to bring with you now to your new business venture?
Well, I think the first thing, when I had Star DJs, I didn't realize the magnitude of what I was building. So if you don't realize the magnitude of what something is, you maybe not appreciate it as much. Two, you have to be able to manage your business from top to bottom, from personnel to supply and demand. And really, it's the experience of having all these years of knowledge on developing relationships, keeping those relationships, making sure that your product is the best that it can be. It's very similar. You know, any business is similar. You know, you want to exceed people's expectations. You want them to be happy. You want to create raving fans. And that's what I'm trying to do with It's Exciting Lighting. Creating raving fans that love our product and can be our goodwill ambassadors spreading the word.
Gotcha. So speaking of, you know, you had a lot of goodwill ambassadors with Star DJs. That's what helped build that brand back in the day. Now, most people know John Murphy as the entertainer, you know, and I did, you know, when I was growing up, but now you're really an inventor, and you became the inventor. Now, was that, I know the story now by default,
Right, yep, sure.
but, you know, have you always had that kind of creative passion in you? Or?
I've always been creative. I've always liked to do different things that haven't been done. I don't know if I can say that I'm a pure inventor. You know, I've invented concepts, and I've taken those concepts and made them into products.
Right.
So I guess I am an inventor.
Right.
I have patents on products, but I see myself as more of an entrepreneur and somebody that wants to take something. And my challenge has always been to do something different or something that hasn't been done. And that's one of the reasons why I sold Star DJs, because I felt I had taken that to a certain level that I probably wasn't passionate enough to double that.
Gotcha.
So that's why I went in a different way. So I think you're right. If you have the basic principles down of what it takes to be successful, your experience makes you better, and you take a shortcut, you don't make the same mistakes twice. You know, anybody can make a mistake, but if you keep making the same mistake, you have a problem. So I've been able to avoid a lot of mistakes, and I've been able to embrace a lot of the new technology with the LEDs. It just keeps getting better and better, and just it's allowed me to build It's Exciting Lighting as a brand, a viable alternative, the smart alternative to hardwired fixtures because of the new technology. You know, and the fact that they don't take any energy allows me to use my battery-powered concept, and it works.
Man, I love it, John. John Murphy, always a pleasure. Anyway,
Marcello, it's a pleasure to be
success,
here.
man. All right?
Thank you for having me.
All right, great.